Hello, wonderful students. I'm here again to teach you civic education. Last week, we treated election and responsibility of the voters. I want to quickly remind you what election means. Election is the process of selecting people, a candidate, to power, to represent the country, to represent the citizen of the country. We have some types of election, which includes direct election, indirect election, plebiscite, runoff election, by-election, and so on and so forth. This week, we'll be talking about qualification for election and responsibility of a voter, qualification for election and responsibility of a voter. And at the end of the class, the student should be able to outline the qualification for election on both sides. That is, to be an electorate, what are your qualifications that is required for you to register, and as well to be the one that will be elected into power. What are the qualification required from you? Then as well to discuss the responsibilities of voters. Let's look at the qualification that is required of an electorate. Number one, an electorate must be a citizen of the country Nigeria. Number two, the electorate, that is the voter, must not be less than 18 years. 18 years is the starting year that qualifies an electorate to register. Then the person that wants to register and where they want to register must originate from that local government or the ward that you cover for the registration center. And within a particular period of registration, make sure that you register as at that time. The next one we are going to look at is those that are the candidates that we want to elect into power. What are their qualifications? What they require to have before they qualify to be candidates to be elected? Number one, age. Just like I said that for a voter, you need to be 18 years and above. For anyone that is contesting for a post, take for an instance, those that want to go to the position of president, member of Senate, the senators, the governor, they must be at least 35 years old. At least 35 years old. I repeat, why the House of Representatives must be at least 30 years of age. Age is number one qualification. The second one is citizenship. Before you can contest in a country such as Nigeria, you must be a citizen of Nigeria. You cannot contest, you cannot be an American citizen and come and contest for presidency in Nigeria. It's not done. You must be a citizen of the country. Then the candidates that want to be voted for must be a member of a political party, a registered political party in the country. There's another thing that is being put into consideration, which is educational qualification. Educational qualification. Do you know that to be voted into the parliament, what is required of you is your WAEC certificate. To be a teacher, you need to have minimum of NCE or Bachelor in Education or Masters in Education. To qualify to be a senator, the list of your education must start from the WAEC certificate, which is the West African School certificate. Then you must have not committed any crime. If there is crime in your history, you are not qualified. If you are an ex-convict, you are not qualified to be an elected candidate into power. So that means a person that has been imprisoned for any criminal offense, it has been charged to court and the court has remanded him to prison, is not qualified to participate in the as a candidate to be elected into power. Then there's another point called sanity. You know, the responsibility of being a leader is so enormous that you need a sound person, a sane person to be in power. Somebody that is intelligent, that is sane, and have power and can think and work tirelessly. So a sane person is needed to contest for an election. So your mental capability is required. And the next one is tax payment. They want to know if you can show lead by example. You must be a good citizen, be patriotic enough to be paying your tax. There must be an evidence of tax payments for a particular period of time. Then what are the responsibilities of voters? You as an electorate, what is required of you to do? Number one, you must respect the privacy of the other electorate. You don't infringe on people's power, on people's rights. Just as others will not infringe on your own rights, you as an electorate, you must respect the privacy of other electorates. Number two, the INEC officials should be treated with respect. You just don't talk anyhow to them. You don't react anyhow. You made your point known, quite all right. You express yourself, but not in a disrespectful or rude or an arrogant way. Then, you as a voter, you are saddled with the responsibility of knowing your polling unit, where you are going to vote, the duration of hours that the election is going to take place. It is your responsibility to know, so that you will not get there late and you know that you will still be there to carry out your civic duties. Then you must come with full means of identification to the polling place. It is your responsibility. You don't leave your identification at home and come and vote. Then you report any problems or violation of election laws to the supervisors of election. It is your responsibility. If there are problems on ground, you just don't keep mute on it or sweep it under carpet. You are expected to let the official know, and you ensure as voter that you vote correctly. You don't go and make mistake of where you're not supposed to thumbprint, then you go and thumbprint there, or you thumbprint twice. You know, you should know what to do at the right time, so that the vote that you are casting will not be a waste. Then you participate in the election by coming out to vote. There are some people that they lost interest in voting. They don't see it as their civic right. It is wrong. It is your responsibility to participate in voting, and you follow instruction concerning voting processes. When you follow all these laws, definitely things will be in order as it should be. What have we done today? We talked about the qualification of being qualification for election and responsibility of a voter. And we also talked about the qualification of being an electorate. We talked about them, which includes your age. You must be 18 years and above. You must be a citizen of such country. You must originate from the ward that you want to vote from. And you must make sure that you are there within the particular period of voting. And for the candidate that want to be elected, your age, you must make sure you meet the age demand. You must make sure that you're a citizen. You must make sure that you registered in a political party. You must make sure that you are qualified with your educational qualification. You must be crime-free. You must be sane, sound and sane in in your mental capability. Then tax payment is another important thing. And the responsibility of voters include respect the privacy of other electorates, respect the INEC officials, vote, know the polling unit that you're going to vote, and you must come with your means of identification. You report any problem when the need arises. You ensure that you vote correctly, participate in voting, you follow instructions, and everything is going to be well. For the reference purpose, you can use the fundamental civic education, and as well, the lesson notes have been uploaded to the website. Open it, copy it, and download it, and stay blessed and stay safe. Have a great day and have a wonderful time. Thank you.